Let's take a look and see what's coming towards you for the weekend. We're going to use our Angels Tarot, so this deck, and then we'll give it a shuffle and see the energy coming towards you this weekend. So what's coming towards you this weekend? Hopefully, some of you may have a lot of work to do. As I see this Ten of Wands, it just kind of fell out. And I always like to take the card that I see at the bottom of the deck or one that just falls out because I think it's part of the reading. So some of you may have a lot of work to do. You may have a lot of responsibility. I see the Hermit here. So some of you may be reflecting on a lot of the things that you have to do or a lot of the responsibilities and maybe thinking about, gosh, how can I lighten my load? Can I continue with this as I move through 2026, right? So maybe a lot of your responsibilities, maybe even feeling a bit burdened. Ooh, this is beautiful. Look at that. You have Six of Cups, then you have the Wheel of Fortune. I'll tell you in a bit. Ooh, and then you have the Queen of Cups. Okay. So, interesting. So here's the Six of Cups, which is all about, it could be childhood things. It could be soulmate energy, love. It's the things that make you feel good. It's the beautiful, wonderful, sentimental things from our past. And then you also have the Wheel of Fortune, right? The Wheel of Fortune is good. I mean, this is destiny. This is the divine, right? Interceding. It's change. When it's upright, it's good change. We also have the Queen of Cups. I don't know. I'm getting kind of like a love vibe, right? Because Queen of Cups is all about emotions. It's all about love. So some of you may be feeling like there's a change that's coming or there's something that's predestined that's coming your way that's going to make you feel very good. Could be somebody from your past, right? So some sort of reconciliation, some sort of reunion. And it's kind of like this is being brought by the divine, and it's going to be kind of serendipitous. Like maybe it's not something that you're going to be able to plan. It's just going to happen because it's kind of all aligning behind the scenes because it's supposed to happen. That's one of the first messages I get. And then, of course, with this Queen of Cups, I'm getting a very strong love energy. So that's very specific. But then I'm kind of thinking, okay, generally, what could this mean? And it could be too where some of you may be going back to things from your past in terms of maybe as you reflect. And if we tie it into that card that came out with the Ten of Wands, where some of you may be feeling very burdened and overwhelmed, and there's a lot of responsibility. Some of you may be feeling like, or there's going to be an opportunity for you to return to something from your past that you used to love to do, right? And this is something that's going to help you to eliminate some of the burdensome feelings or being able to drop some of the load that you're carrying. But let's clarify. But anyway, look at this. Ace of Wands. Something very exciting and new is coming in, right? And it may start this weekend. It may be energy that lasts longer. Excuse me, but that's what I'm getting. Tell me about the Six of Cups. All right, so there you go. Some of you may be walking away from something from your past. See, this is why I clarify, because Eight of Cups is walking away from something is not fulfilling anymore, right? Some of you may still physically be somewhere, but emotionally you've left like a long time ago, right? But you're still there. And so this is the energy that some of you are going to be in this weekend, is maybe thinking, okay, gosh, it's time I walk away from this. And then here you have the Justice card, which is, again, I see justice as the divine. So it could be an ending, right, in terms of moving, making a decision, right? Because Justice card can be decisions. So it's like the right decision, being very decisive, moving in the right direction, balancing all the situation. And so some of you may make a decision that, you're walking away from something from your past that's no longer aligned with you. And who knows, it could then free you up for something else, for other opportunities to come in, right? All right, let's clarify the Wheel of Fortune. All right, here we have, I'm going to have to cover up this one because I see this one has little boobies. So this is the Wheel. Oops. That wasn't very good. This is the Star card, right? And this is what I was saying, that this is the divine, right? Because the Star is like destiny. And then here you have Judgment. So some of you maybe kind of ties into the reading we did previously, right? Where it's like you're hearing a call, moving towards your higher purpose, and feeling like you're moving towards something that's destined. So what I'm getting, let me clarify the Queen of Cups, and then I'll tell you better what I'm getting. All right, so the Tower came out, but I don't know which direction the Tower wants to go in, right? It's in the reverse. And then you also receive the King of Cups. So some of you may be having a wake-up call, because I'm going to read the Tower kind of like the same, whether it's upright or reverse. So here's what I'm hearing. Some of you may have been avoiding something, right? And you thought the more you avoid it is the more that this was not going to happen. And what I'm getting is some of you, it happened anyway, like this big aha or this big awakening, right? And some of you are going to get this wake-up call or where you feel like, okay, I have to take this action. And, it could be in terms of, again, closing out a cycle, right? And like the divine intervenes and provides an opportunity for you to end one situation, right? Like walk away, like we saw here with the justice card combined, right? And then you're now able to go to something new, as we saw with the star card and the judgment in terms of answering the call. But what I'm getting is like something is going to happen, and it's all being brought in by the divine, that's going to create this opening. So it could be an opening that allows you to end something and walk away from that, something that's not serving you, so that you can then go and pursue something else. That's what I'm getting in terms of the energy coming towards you. So this may not just be something that suddenly happens this weekend, but who knows? Some of you may have that huge wake-up call, this aha, or something tumultuous happens, whether it's some sort of shake-up, right, that then makes you move towards something else or end something that isn't aligned for you, is what I'm getting. Tell me about the Tower. Let's clarify the Tower reverse, because it's a major arcana. So yeah, here the Knight of Swords. So it could be an argument because it's in the reverse, right? So it could be some massive argument that happens this weekend, or some massive confrontation, right? Because usually when the Knight of Swords is reversed, he can be very direct, and it can be energy that's very confrontational, right? And very harsh. It could be impulsive energy because it's clarifying the Tower. But what I'm getting is there's going to be something that pushes, something transpires that pushes you, and not all, because this is a collective reading, so take what resonates and leave the rest, to take an action where you're closing out a cycle and then moving towards something new, right? That's what I'm seeing. So anyway, this is helpful, because look, you have the Three of Cups underneath. So listen, this is going to be a good thing, because you're going to be celebrating in the end. But it's like after a period of being really stuck, like stagnant and not taking action. Oh my gosh, look at the story. Six of Swords, so you're going to be moving on. So you could be traveling, right? Preparing to travel, or just getting out of a mindset, of stagnation and frustration and healing, right? But anywho, some of you are coming to the truth of a situation, and your Death card ending something, and what I'm sensing is divine is providing this opportunity for you. So hey, are you gonna take it or not? I don't know, but I hope it's helpful, this reading. Take care. Bye.